Hey guys, I'm so excited. We are on our way to see Hope Yoder. If you don't know who she is, she's been 20 years in the crafting world. She does engraving. She does everything. You name it, she does it. We're gonna be training her Tuesday and Wednesday, so she's gonna get 2-day training, and I'm just super excited. We're gonna learn so much from each other. I can't wait to see her. You know, one of the reasons why embroidery is so dear to me is my two grandmothers, on my mom's side and my dad's side, they were both seamstresses, and they always had straight single needle Singer machines. And you know, I really enjoyed watching them do their craft, and I often assisted them in doing things. As a result of that, one day I was at a store and I ended up buying a really nice single needle sewing machine, but it also did embroidery, and I thought that was really cool. And as an artist, I just love expressing myself in multimedia ways, and embroidery is one of those things that's just so fascinating. When it comes down to it, it's simple, but it's beautiful. We left Miami about 2 hours ago. We're on our way to Sarasota, and on the way we had to stop at Taqueria Jalapeños in Clewiston, Florida. If you haven't tried it yet, you've got to try it. They come out with this sample soup, and it's the best you've ever had. That's good, man. We just made it to Hope Yoder's place. She doesn't know we're here yet. We're gonna go surprise her, but let's take a look around.
Hey.
Hey, Hope.
Hey, Carl, how you doing?
Hi everyone, my name is Hope Yoder, and I am a serial entrepreneur, and we're here in Sarasota, Florida in my laser engraving and new machine embroidery studio.
So this is where all the magic happens, Carl.
Ooh.
We actually do some paint parties with our laser engraving business. Shelving there. This is where we keep some of our laser engraving supplies. When our customers walk in, they love to stop here.
So you actually have customers come in here and take a look,
Yeah,
right?
we do. When they come in, you know what we do is we give them a grand tour, because I want them to feel part of the business and just to see what we do. And if they see it, it's really kind of mesmerizing.
I've been in the sewing and crafting industry for over 3 decades. Wow, time flies. And what I've been doing is I've been working with store owners, doing events, and producing machine embroidery designs, but all for the home market. And a few years ago, we made a pivot and a switch so that I could stay at home instead of traveling, hosting events. And so I started a laser engraving studio where I work business to business here in town, and then we ship all over the United States. And I'm so excited to be getting back into the embroidery space, but this time, instead of the home embroidery space, I'm moving into the commercial sector.
All right, Hope, so before we get started, we have a checklist of things that we need to do before we start the machine. So I'm gonna take it out, and you can follow along with me. We're gonna inspect the machine, make sure that everything is operational and all the parts that you need are on the machine, okay? All right, so we're gonna make sure you have all your accessories. You have your sash frame, your A and B hoops, your C hoops over here, and you're gonna have a pair of each for each head. Now, some people always say, hey, you didn't send me my cap ring. Well, it's right there. You just gotta take it off. See, this is your cap ring.
So you're probably wondering by now, what machines from Ricoma did I choose? So where to start? Well, number one, if you want to make money with your embroidery, Ricoma is the way to go. If you have a budget for it, 2 heads are better than 1 because you're gonna make twice as much money. But if that's a little intimidating, then I would start with a single head. And I would really encourage you to get the new panel. So that would be the Marquee single head. Now, if you just wanna have fun, and you don't want to leave your money to your kids so they buy a Mercedes, and you want to spend your inheritance enjoying life, I think the Creator is a great fit.
There it is. Ta-da.
The reveal, woo! All right, I'll get this over here. She's pretty.
Can you?
Yep, I think I might have broke the microphone.
No. We did it.
That's pretty easy. You've got all the bells and whistles of the big machine, but on a smaller scale to really help your hobby be the best that it can. It's like therapy. Crafting is like therapy. So do you want therapy or do you want to make money? You have a lot of different choices. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, so can you.
Now let's talk about maintenance.
Maintenance.
Maintenance. If you don't do maintenance, the machine is gonna scream at you and it's gonna tell you, hey man, I'm not really happy. So it's really important to oil your machine. There is a daily schedule, weekly schedule, monthly schedule, yearly schedule. On the new 10S panel, it reminds you when to do the maintenance, and it also shows you where to do it as well, which is really cool. You can put oil in these little holes on the side right there. You know, like just drip a little bit of oil in there, a little bit in there. Okay. And you can even drip some right into the needle hole so it goes right into the rotary hooks. So I purposefully unthreaded the machine so that Hope can do it again. She's doing a great job, by the way.
The teaching moment is what I like to say.
Correct.
Crafting, what I love to do is make multimedia quilts. I love anything that sparkles, moves, or shakes, or is raised. So I love puff foam. I love working with mylar, and I like quilting in the hoop, but I'm drawn towards the organic freestyle of applique where you have raw edges, and even quilting in the hoop where you just have organic straight lines. What that means is the lines really don't have to be straight, they have movement. And I have a great example to show you this. This is one of my quilt pattern / machine embroidery designs. And if you look here, I love this giraffe. And so this is an applique, that's a collage applique, where I just added pieces of fabric with adhesive on it and stitched over it. And then we have mylar, any of that little sheen that you see for his ears and his snout is mylar. And then the glasses. I've got some really fun crystals added on here. And then I love chenille. So this is this little seahorse, his body is chenille. And so doing really fun things like this, just give me the freedom to create the way that I want to.
We've threaded the back, we've raised the thread rack. Now we're gonna start pulling the threads through, okay?
When you start embroidery, you don't know what you're gonna do at the very beginning of your journey, but I do know after 3 decades, bigger is better. I want bigger hoop, but I also need to make money. I'm not doing this for a hobby, although I love what I do. I'm doing it for money. I'm not a nonprofit, and so the more profit, the better. The way to get more profit in my head was to have multiple heads. So I started off slow and conservative. Let's see where I am next year. But what I purchased for that is the Marquee 2-head. I saw it at Deco Summit, the single head, and I think they had a 3-head. And I started thinking, man, if I could run double the shirts and double the hats at the same time, instantly I've increased my profit 100 times.
You did a great job, by the way.
Oh, thank
I was
you.
looking at your work, and your threading is on
Especially
point.
that half. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. Looking at it, there's so many buttons, it seems overwhelming, but I know it's not. I know it's just getting used to the flow of it, praying, living a good life so it doesn't break. So that might be a little thing I could laser on there saying back with an arrow.
Or put an arrow this way going forward, that way that it has to go that way.
Right.
Or you don't need to engrave it because it's already there for you.
Yeah.
So when you put the bracket on for the first time, we're going to select a hoop, which is the C hoop. You want to tighten from right to left.
You know, over my 3 decades in this industry, one of the things that I've noticed that's missing in our industry and even in the commercial side is really business. How do you start your business? Like actionable steps for someone brand new stepping into this. And so I hope to bring you a lot of tips, a lot of things that's going to simplify the process from moving into a hobby into a legit business.
Remember, the setup is always the longest time that it's going to take you. But once it's set up, I just do that. I'm gonna take my shirt of the same size. If you change sizes, you gotta change your number. Just hoop it, put it right on the E where it's supposed to be with the collars nice and straight. It's on the E. You take your top hook, make sure it just snaps into the holes, and then boom, done. And remember that whenever you put this is how it's gonna go into the machine. So the U is gonna go facing the machine. So because it really doesn't matter, since we're not going through the neck or the belly, we're just using the backing, we can just do it like that. Oh, there it is, you're done.
Everything's nice and tight.
Okay, now let's do this one.
Really, the very first thing that I'm going to say to you is buy the right equipment the first time. There's a lot of choices out there with embroidery machines and tech and tools. And in the beginning on my journey, I know that money was very tight. And so I would buy the least expensive thing or just maybe one step up. And you know, I've learned from those mistakes. That's not always the best option. Buying the least expensive, you get what you pay for. And a lot of times that's true. So now what I do is I just wait until I can make that purchase for what I really want, my dream machine.
Vini Vidi Vici. You know what that means?
No.
We came, we sought, we conquered.
Did we eat?
Well, we did.
Yeah, we can eat again.
We ate.
Okay.
So anyway, we've been here for 2 days. Hope did great. She learned how to use the Marquee 2002, the Creator, and you learn how to do flat embroidery, cap embroidery, all in 2 days.
Yes, I'm an expert.
And
now.
it was a super compressed 2 days, right?
Yes.
However, how do you feel about that?
I feel very fortunate to have this training, to have you guys here with me. I have a lot of homework to do. So I can tell you that I'm so thankful for those videos. I'll rewatch those. And as I do things, I'm going to have more questions. And so for me, again, that's the reason I picked Ricoma, because I knew you had so many resources for customer support. And I'm quite certain I'm going to be using that.
For sure. We're waiting for your call.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, of course. So when it comes to support, we do have the videos that are in your portal. So if you ever need a refresher on how to thread your machine, how to change your brackets, how to hoop a cap, they're all there in your portal.
Okay.
If that doesn't work and you need more information, you can always call in.
Okay.
Or on the website, there is a place where you can chat with the tech, and you leave in a ticket system. They have a ticket system where you leave what your problem is. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they'll send you answers right away, depending on what's your problem. So if you're missing timing, they can send you some timing information. Okay. They can send you different stabilizer information. So we have a whole bunch of libraries with information to help our customers,
I have absolutely zero regrets.
No regrets?
No regrets. I got no regrets, people. I do feel like you should have sold some sleep, because not only did I lose sleep during this training afterwards, but a whole week before, all I could dream about or obsess about was this training. And now it's done, and now I really like to sleep.
Yeah, so now you're going to go home and get some really good sleep tonight, maybe tomorrow, and on Monday,
I'm gonna hit it
you'll
hard,
hit the floor running.
Like I said, absolutely no regrets. I feel very confident I picked the good brand to go with.
Good.
I'm excited.
That's right. So it is now. I bid you farewell. Good luck. You're on your own.
Okay.
Das ist alles. That's all for today. And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
We'll see you. If you have any
right.
questions, just give us a call, okay?
All right, don't leave.
Bye. Hope.